there is poverty that is the lack of money, but there's poverty as in the lack of ideas, the lack of access to resources, the lack of opportunity. And so this place, it was designed for us to figure out how to bring the opportunities to those families. Opportunities like, Latoya was talking about the courses that they're working with Urban College and also actually with Wheelock to figure out how to bring educational opportunities into Bromley-Heath. It's actually not that easy for these families to go outside because their lives are very complicated. So how can we bring relevant resources here? Obesity. So we know there's a big obesity problem in the United States and certainly in low-income families. So when we designed this building, we designed the teaching kitchen so that we can actually have cooking classes here with chefs. And actually we had one, our first one started yesterday, where families get access to these chefs who cook low-cost, high-quality food. And then the families actually get to take home the groceries and practice it at home. Because learning is about unlearning behaviors that we need to change and then learning new ones. And so we designed strategies that way. That's another example. The parent council, the leadership council Latoya talked about, we formed that because one of the things we knew to be true is families, human beings, in order to be effective, we need to develop agency. The ability to sort of get the world to do things that we want it to do. So for example, and it seems small, but for example, Halloween. A number of the parents from the parent councils organize Halloween visits across the development. First time, no one goes out in the development for Halloween, it's not safe. But they wanted to do it. And so a group of the moms got together with the staff support. Before you know it, they were making costumes. They sent out flyers in advance to let folks know we're coming with kids, because no one expects it, right? So there'd be no candies to hand out or whatever. But they organized the process, and they went for Halloween trick-or-treating for the first time in years. It opens them up to community in a way, and community to them in a way that hasn't been true before. These are simple experiences, but they're developing a sense of agency. I can move through the world, and I have the ability to make decisions about how to move through that world. Other areas that sort of impact of poverty is violence. So there's a gang in this development. There's another development literally about 2 blocks away. There's another gang. We have parents here who are now who are actually pushing us to recruit kids in the other house and development so that the young kids can get exposed to each other when they're 2 years old. They're thinking about ways to address the things about poverty that debilitates you. And what we hope that this experiment, we will learn how to interact with community in a way that helps this community strengthens its residents as opposed to be a place that harms, because community is never neutral. It has an impact one way or another.